7 ways to prevent diabetes and high blood pressure after 40. What doctors wish you knew. Ladies, if you've been wondering how to stay ahead of diabetes, high blood pressure, and other health challenges that seem to pop up after 40, this video is for you. I'm going to share the real strategies that can help you prevent and manage chronic conditions. And trust me, small changes now can make a huge difference in your future. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to share honest talk about health and wellness for women who want to age gracefully and feel amazing in their bodies. Now, before we dive in, I want you to do me a favor. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by conflicting health advice or worried about your family history of diabetes or high blood pressure, give me a thumbs up. Because, honey, you are definitely not alone in wanting to take control of your health. The thing is, our risk for chronic conditions does increase as we get older. But here's what I want you to know. You have so much more power than you think. The choices you make today can literally change your health trajectory for decades to come. I had a wake-up call a few years ago when my doctor mentioned my blood pressure was creeping up. Instead of panicking, I decided to get educated and take action. What I learned changed everything, and I want to share that with you. The foundation lifestyle changes that actually work. Let's start with the foundation. The lifestyle changes that can prevent or even reverse many chronic conditions. First, let's talk about food, because this is where we have the most power. And I'm not going to tell you to go on some restrictive diet that makes you miserable. What I learned is that eating for health at our age is about crowding in the good stuff. Think colorful vegetables that make your plate look like a rainbow, fruits that satisfy your sweet tooth naturally, whole grains that actually fill you up, and lean proteins that keep you satisfied. The magic happens when you reduce the processed foods. You know, those things that come in packages with ingredients you can't pronounce, and replace them with real whole foods. I started with simple swaps. Instead of white rice, I tried quinoa. Instead of sugary snacks, I kept cut vegetables and hummus handy. Instead of processed lunch meats, I started cooking extra chicken for the week. These small changes added up to big results. And here's something that surprised me. Reducing salt wasn't as hard as I thought. When you start eating less processed food, your taste buds actually adjust, and you start appreciating the natural flavors of food again. Movement that heals. Now let's talk about movement, and I promise this isn't about becoming a gym warrior. The magic number is 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week. That sounds like a lot, but it's only about 20 minutes a day. And moderate means you can still have a conversation while you're doing it. For me, this looked like walking after dinner, dancing in my kitchen while cooking, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, parking a little farther away from the store. It doesn't have to be formal exercise, but here's what really changed the game for me: adding strength training twice a week. I started with light weights, resistance bands, even using my own body weight. Building muscle isn't just about looking good. It's about managing blood sugar, maintaining bone density, and keeping our metabolism strong. I remember feeling intimidated by the weight section at the gym, but now I realize that strength training is one of the best gifts I can give my future self. The numbers game monitoring made simple. Let's talk about something that used to scare me: monitoring my health numbers. But knowledge is power, ladies. If you have a family history of diabetes or high blood pressure, or if your doctor has mentioned you're in the pre-stage of anything, home monitoring can be a game changer. I got a home blood pressure monitor, and it was eye-opening to see how my numbers changed throughout the day, how stress affected them, how certain foods made a difference. The key is not to obsess over every reading, but to look for patterns. I keep a simple log, nothing fancy, just dates and numbers. When I see my doctor, I can show her real data from my daily life, not just one reading from a stressful doctor's visit. If you're managing diabetes, those home glucose monitors can help you understand how your body responds to different foods, exercise, stress, and sleep. It's like having a conversation with your body. Medication reality check. Now, let's have an honest conversation about medication, because this is where I see a lot of women struggle. If your doctor prescribes medication for diabetes, high blood pressure, or cholesterol, taking it consistently isn't giving up or admitting defeat. It's taking care of yourself. I used to think that needing medication meant I had failed somehow, but my doctor explained it this way. If you had poor vision, you'd wear glasses. If you have high blood pressure, you take medication. It's a tool, not a judgment. The key is being consistent. I set phone alarms. I use a weekly pill organizer, and I pick up my refills before I run out. These simple systems have made all the difference. And please don't stop taking prescribed medication without talking to your doctor first. Even if you're feeling great, that's often a sign the medication is working. Managing multiple conditions. Here's something they don't always tell you. As we get older, it's common to deal with more than one condition at the same time. I have friends managing diabetes and high blood pressure together, or adding cholesterol medication to their routine. It can feel overwhelming, but it's manageable with the right approach. The key is having one primary care doctor who knows your complete picture. They can help coordinate care, watch for drug interactions, and help you prioritize what's most important. I keep a simple health notebook with all my medications, dosages, and important test results. When I see any healthcare provider, I bring it with me. It's been a lifesaver. Regular checkups, your health insurance policy. Let's talk about something that can feel like a hassle, but is actually your best insurance policy. Regular checkups. After 40, the recommended screenings start to increase. Blood pressure checks, cholesterol panels, diabetes screening, mammograms, colonoscopies. It can feel overwhelming, but here's how I think about it. These tests catch problems when they're still manageable. Finding high blood pressure before you have a stroke, catching diabetes before it damages your organs, detecting cancer before it spreads. I made a simple spreadsheet with all my recommended screenings and when I need them. Every January, I schedule the year's appointments. It takes one morning, but it gives me peace of mind for the entire year. The stress connection. We need to talk about something that affects every chronic condition: stress. Chronic stress literally changes how our bodies handle blood sugar, blood pressure, and inflammation. It's not just in your head, it's in your hormones, your immune system, your entire body. I used to wear stress like a badge of honor, thinking being constantly busy meant I was important. But stress was sabotaging my health in ways I didn't even realize. Finding ways to manage stress isn't selfish, it's essential. Maybe it's a 10-minute walk. Maybe it's deep breathing exercises. Maybe it's saying no to commitments that drain you. For me, it was learning that my health had to come first. I can't take care of anyone else if I don't take care of myself. Sleep, the underestimated healer. Here's something that connects to every chronic condition: sleep quality. Poor sleep affects blood sugar control, blood pressure, weight management, stress hormones, and immune function. It's like a domino effect. Getting 7 or 9 hours of quality sleep isn't lazy. It's one of the most important things you can do for preventing chronic disease. I had to learn to prioritize sleep the same way I prioritize taking my vitamins or going to appointments. It's not optional, it's essential. Building your support team. One thing I've learned is that managing health challenges isn't a solo journey. Having a healthcare team you trust, a primary care doctor who listens, specialists when needed, maybe a nutritionist or diabetes educator, makes everything more manageable. But don't forget about your personal support team too. Family members who understand your health goals, friends who will walk with you, online communities where you can share experiences and learn from others. I joined a local diabetes prevention program and met the most amazing women. We share recipes, celebrate victories, and support each other through challenges. Simple steps you can start today. Let me give you some practical steps you can start implementing this week. First, know your numbers. If you don't know your blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol levels, Make an appointment to find out. You can't manage what you don't measure. Second, make one small food swap this week. Replace one processed snack with a piece of fruit. Swap white bread for whole grain. Choose water over soda with one meal. Third, add 10 minutes of movement to your day. Take a phone call while walking. Do some stretches while watching TV. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Fourth, prioritize sleep. Pick one bedtime routine change. Maybe putting your phone in another room or setting a consistent bedtime. And finally, schedule that checkup you've been putting off. Your health is worth the time and investment. Remember, beautiful souls, preventing chronic disease isn't about perfection. It's about progress, consistency, and treating your body with the love and respect it deserves. What's your biggest health concern as you navigate this stage of life? Is it managing family history, staying motivated with lifestyle changes, or navigating the healthcare system? Let me know in the comments. We're all learning together. If this information was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this. You could be helping someone take that first step toward better health. Remember, you have more power over your health than you might think. Every small choice is an investment in your future self. You're worth that investment. If you'd like more helpful information and tips for navigating midlife and beyond, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell. What doctors wish you knew.